So my freedom stops when your freedom starts.
Yeah.
Therefore, like freedom of speech means being free to express myself,
Yes.
but without crossing your, your sphere of.
Do you think at this presence of the day you can see the weather and I can see how you put on your dressing? I know you are already sweating just because of the nature of the weather right now. So a lot of people is living by the sea. Do you think it's better to live by the seaside at this time of the day, or it is better to live at the city?
So it's complicated because I think the first response would be yes, so the seas would be better. But it depends, because if in Italy, for example, a lot of places that are nearby by the sea, they're completely isolated. So if you need any services, like you need to go to the hospital or you need to go to a public administration or whatever, you have to like own a car, know how to drive, or like take a bus or a coach or whatever. So you're quite isolated, which is good if you are like in a holiday and you don't care about it too much. But if you live there, I think it can get really harsh. And then living all your life by the seaside means that in the winter it's gonna be like.
I mean, it has disadvantage in the winter and the advantage in the summer.
Yeah. I think though I still think the city, especially Rome in summer, is crazy. It's horrible because like you go inside the buses and it's like sauna. You can't even. And then they keep saying. I don't know why they keep the windows open, because they are supposed to have AC inside. But when you are, and then you close every window, and then they go, there is no AC, there's just the noise of it.
Wow.
And then you ask to the driver, excuse me, could you turn it on? Because everyone is sweating. There's like old people and everything. And he goes, oh, it's already on, like that. So.
Wow, this is a beautiful time and a beautiful day. Can you tell us where are you from?
I'm from Italy, from Rome.
From Italy, Rome, yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you been in this place?
I lived here all my life until I was 21, and then I moved to England 5 years.
Oh, you moved to England 5
Yeah.
years, so you are from England?
Well, I came back this year to finish my studies at university.
And
but-
university here in Italy?
Yeah, in Italy.
Wow. Why did you choose to finish your university in England?
Because I am doing law and I can't switch to one uni to another because we have different judicial system.
Oh wow.
So yeah, we are like in a civil law, while in England they have common law. So you can't really. But for what I want to do is like I want to do research in PhD and everything, and you don't need to have an English degree.
Wow.
So
Thank you so much.
yeah.
So I want to get detail about you. Okay, for example, if I want to rate yourself right now, how many will you rate yourself?
How would I
Rate yourself, yeah.
like describe myself?
Yeah.
So
No, I know as a lawyer, you know what I mean.
I mean, I don't really want to be a lawyer. I rather work in criminology.
Yeah.
I think I wanna help people, especially people that are in jail,
Wow.
and especially like young people, right?
Young people,
To rehabilitate.
Wow.
I would like to do that, or I would like to provide assistance to people that are victim of violence, especially domestic violence. So I would like to find a way for them to be able to speak with police and to people that will help them straight away as soon as they see any little sign of violence or stuff like that. I think it's very important.
This is what gave you this thought? What gave you this thought? This thought? Do you ever have experience from this too? How do you come about this your idea?
I did experience domestic violence years ago, and in general, I always been because I've been doing law and I've been looking a lot into these cases, into this situation, and I felt like the state wasn't responsive enough. It wasn't adequate to the response that I was given.
Wow.
And I think it's really time for us to change this, because everyone has the right to feel safe from every single person, and it doesn't matter the gender, the nationality, what they like. Everyone needs to feel safe.
Wow. Thank you so much. Okay, please, with all due respect, you have already stated what you actually want to be. When you become the president in your country, yeah. So what? You don't want to be the president?
No,
So you have much power to do this kind of.
fair enough, but I think to get to that point, you'll have to do a lot of like bad things, which I don't want to do. I don't want to get into. I think like in the way things the system is now, it's really hard to get to that level without having some kind of degree of corruption. So in my mind, I like to keep myself away from it. I want to be like an academical. I want to write. I want to study. I want to research, and I want to like write everything in books and essays and be like, guys, this is how you should do because I researched this. I know this is right, but I can't impose on that. I wish people would read it. I wish many people would agree, and then we will get there. But I don't want to order to anyone. Oh, you should do that. And you should do that. That's not.
You don't want to be corrected.
No, I don't. I think it's very important for especially this law not to be paternalistic. So do you know what I mean when I say? So I think it's important that people understand why before, because even my concept of authority, like I do law, at university, and it's funny because I'm kinda anarchic in a way, not quite, it's not the precise term, but I feel like authority to be in place needs to be justified. So I'm willing to obey only if that after that is like benefiting for everyone, right?
Wow.
Because if you were just like obeying for the sake of obeying, that's wrong. I think. I think that's how horrible things.
Wow.
Can I say something? I think that's what's happening with Israel.
Everybody have the freedom of speech to do anything, no matter it's positive.
Yes, absolutely. I think freedom of speech as well is something that is a concept that is not really understood, because freedom doesn't mean absolute and complete. It was never like absolute and complete freedom, because there is never one and single and complete truth. There is no absolute in life. I think it's only relative. So my freedom stops when your freedom starts. Therefore, like freedom of speech means being free to express myself, but without crossing your sphere of without crossing your freedom.
boundary,
Exactly. So that's what freedom of speech is to me. It's like being mindful of the others but still expressing yourself.
It's my pleasure to speak with you. You really have the verb to speak and to express yourself. I wish you a very good luck of successful in your career, because I can see the nature, the world is bright for you. My name is Later today. It was a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much. What do you say your name again?
Margherita.
Mandarina. Okay,